FPL Game Week 6 Wildcard Draft. Game Week 6 will be a very popular week to wildcard. There's fixture swings, there's players that we didn't start the season with that we need to get in, and there's also players that we start the season with that need to get out. So today we'll be going through my preferred wildcard Game Week 6 draft. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe. Let's get into it. What's up? It's FPL Vert, where arrows go green. And before we get into the wildcard draft for Game Week 6, just a little plug on my own. I'm currently on a run of 4 consecutive green arrows, and I'm currently ranked top 77k in the world. So more on that, on a review of how my team went in a further video. But today we're doing a wildcard 6 draft. And of course, starting in goal, we're going to have David Raya. And with 3 clean sheets in 5 game weeks, in a run that has included 3 trips to the last season's top 5 already, David Raya is actually the cheapest route into Arsenal's defence. He's also the highest scoring goalkeeper, and he feels like a no-brainer for the wildcard if you're activating it this week. You can have any 4 million goalkeeper that's slowly owned so that they don't drop in price if anything happens. I have Slicker because of his pink kit, and that's nothing else. But you can go for Fabianski. He probably is the most likely 4 million goalkeeper to play. Gabriel Magalhaes, absolute monster of a set-piece threat. His 2 goals in back-to-back weeks, away to Spurs and away to Man City, in addition to belonging to Arsenal's defence, just underlines his fixture-proof ability. He's someone that you should never bench, so don't do it. Ola Aina is a decent budget option. Only Arsenal, United and Liverpool have actually kept more clean sheets than Nottingham Forest. And he's actually scooped 5 bonus so far, which only Diogo Dalot of Man United has secured more. So definitely a worthwhile pick to have. He might be creating more than we are understanding. Trent Alexander-Arnold, like Gabriel, he's also fixture-proof. Liverpool started the season very well. They've only conceded 1 goal in the opening 5, and they've actually kept a league-leading 4 clean sheets. Their fixtures do begin to turn soon, but when Trent's operating at the creative level that he is, ranking 4th across all the players in the Premier League for expected assists, with only Kevin De Bruyne, James Maddison and Dwight McNeil with a higher value, and as well as Bukayo Saka and only Dwight McNeil with more big chances created, he's a long-term hold for me until maybe Liverpool start just conceding many goals every week, but I'd still probably keep him. Bukayo Saka completes an Arsenal triple up. As mentioned earlier, there is a fixture swing for Arsenal over the next 3, which is why it's a great time to wildcard. And Arsenal host promoted Leicester and Southampton in succession before travelling to Bournemouth after the international break. Saka is also one of only 2 players, along with Erling Haaland, to have returned in every game week this year so far. So he hasn't blanked once. And he's actually the first Arsenal player since Thierry Henry to assist in the opening 5 matches. So just underlines what he provides, and he's definitely someone that should be in the team. I would say Brian Mbeumo is close to essential for Game Week 6. He's the perfect FPL asset in many ways. He's a midfielder that plays out of position because he plays up top for Brentford. He scored 4 goals in 5 game weeks, which I think has gone under the radar. He takes penalties. He's often a close to 90-minute man, and he also takes set pieces. So at 7.2 million, he's an absolute steal. He probably should be priced a bit higher, and it wouldn't be surprising if, no disrespect to Brentford, a bigger team came and bought him, because he is genuinely a great forward. If you haven't seen his goal against Tottenham, please go see it. It's incredible. Antoine Semenyo, he was my personal my Nkunku replacement. Many people went to Madueke, I went to Semenyo. And I've actually been earmarking Game Week 6 as a real opportunity for some differential points, as he welcomes a Southampton side that have been very leaky. Only Everton and Wolves have conceded more goals in the Premier League so far. Semenyo himself gets off many shots per game. In fact, he's actually taken the most shots out of any midfielder in the game, and only Erling Haaland has taken more shots than Semenyo in the league so far. Morgan Rogers finally delivered on his promise and what our eyes have been showing us all season, so congratulations if you've held. 2 assists against Wolves, and he scooped 3 bonus, which just underlines his performance. I think when it comes to FPL assets, you want players that are going to return, but you also want players that are going to get bonus as well. We're all about the marginal gains. And Morgan Rogers plays close to 90 minutes most games at the moment, clearly in the first team picture in Emery's books. In fact, he was completely rested alongside main man Ollie Watkins in Villa's League Cup game against Wickham yesterday. And this is a squad that featured someone like Durant starting. So he's definitely the first teamer, and at 5.2 million again, absolute steal. Chris Wood has been ticking along very well for my own team, and he's got 3 goals and scooped 8 bonus so far, which means in every game he's scored so far, he's also secured extra bonus, and someone like a Dominic Solanke cannot say the same. His fixtures are also very welcome, as he's facing Fulham, Crystal Palace, Leicester and West Ham in the next 5. Erling Haaland, he has 10 goals in 5 games. There's not much more that needs to be said, to be honest. He breached Arsenal's defence in just 9 minutes, which is also the time it took to outscore popular captain pick in Gameweek 5, Mo Salah. So to me, he's a perma captain. Build your team around him. When you make your FPL team, you pick Erling Haaland and you pick 14 planks of wood, and that's it. So don't think about it. Ollie Watkins, probably my main attraction of Wildcard in Game Week 6, and that's to get Ollie Watkins in. In terms of, what the type of player that he is, he started pretty slowly. He did miss big chance after big chance, but sort of like Marcus Rashford, he's a very streaky player, and once he gets one, he goes on a run. In fact, he's actually returned in his last 4 matches for Aston Villa, which includes an assist in an away Champions League game to the young boys. Tyler Dibling is a great 8th attacker. At 4.5 million, he can just sit on your bench most weeks and come in if there's any emergencies or if someone misses out. He would have actually returned against Manchester United had Cameron Archer converted the penalty he won for Southampton. He also notched his first goal, his first career goal in the Premier League, over the weekend against Ipswich, and he scooped 3 bonus, which again underlines his strong potential as an asset. Josko Vardio, he will sit on the bench this week as they're going away to Newcastle, which is never an easy team for any, easy fixture for any team, especially Newcastle Man City games that are always filled with goals. But he will become a defender that will become very popular very soon, given City's fixture run from Game Week 7. So, given the makeup of the team, I believe Vardio will start most games, and he's actually getting into the process of taking a lot of shots, the most shots out of any defenders at the moment. So definitely someone to just hold. But Vardio also looks like he's going to drop, so perhaps something to monitor. Maybe don't pick him until the deadline, like an hour before the deadline or Saturday morning. And then Jacob Greaves of Ipswich, he's just a good fail-safe, and he provides decent enough set-piece threat for Ipswich, and again, it's just good for any emergencies. So just as a disclaimer, I have not activated my wildcard chip. I will be probably doing it around Game Week 12, I'd imagine at the moment. I have most of this team, apart from Watkins and Raya. So I won't be activating my wildcard chip this week. I'll be discussing my transfer plans in a team selection video, so put your notifications on for that, and I will see you later.